Hello, welcome to PACE. Positive Attributes Contribute to Excellence presents What is Emotional Regulation and Conflict Resolution by Keely Cromwell, Savannah Kumba, Sasha Myers, and Demetria Williams. Welcome, everyone. Emotional regulation and conflict resolution are important skills to learn at an early age. Emotional regulation builds a foundation for promoting well-being, including physical, emotional, social, and educational achievement. Regulation of emotions involves behaviors such as rethinking a challenging situation to reduce anger or anxiety, hiding visible signs of sadness or fear, and focusing on reasons to feel happy or calm. Conflict resolution is a way for two or more parties to find a peaceful solution to a disagreement among them. Through this activity, the members of the group will think of ways to regulate their emotions and resolve their conflicts that may arise.
So, as a warm-up activity, we will be doing a mindfulness breathing activity. You may close your eyes if you wish, or you can leave them open and look at the floor. This is just to become aware of your breath and relieve any stress that you may have.
Mindful breathing. Close your eyes and rest your hands on your knees. Bring your attention to the touch of your body on your seat. Feel the weight of your body on your chair or cushion. Make sure that your back is straight and that you're comfortable. Take a few deep breaths. While you're breathing deeply, relax your shoulders, your stomach muscles, the muscles in your face, your hands, and your legs. Let go of all the tightness in your body. Now bring your attention back to your breath. Notice what it feels like as it enters through your nose, goes down through your throat, filling your lungs, and back out through your nose. Notice your stomach and chest rise and fall each time you breathe in and each time you breathe out. And just allow your breathing to be natural and relaxed. Now bring your attention to the feeling of your breath in your nose. Feel your breath as it comes in and goes out. Just focus on this sensation, paying attention to each time you breathe in and each time you breathe out. As you inhale, maybe your breath feels cool. And as you exhale, maybe it feels a little warmer. When your mind wanders, or if you become distracted, just notice what's going on in your head, and then gently bring your attention back to your breath, going in and out. Focus on the feeling of your breath and allow thoughts and feelings to come and go in the background. Now gently bring your attention back to the touch of your body on your seat and open your eyes.
Thank you for participating, doing mindful breathing during this warm-up activity. I hope it relieves some stress and tension for moving forward.
Mindful breathing. Close your eyes.
Okay, now we're going to talk about emotional regulation. So, emotional regulation is the ability to recognize your feelings and being able to change your behavior to cope with your feelings. Feelings are obviously a natural part of being a human, and they aren't necessarily good or bad, but they can definitely affect how we behave. So some strategies for emotional regulation and being able to cope with this is definitely deep breathing. Just like we did, it's important to take 5 deep breaths, smelling the flowers and blowing out the candle. This will allow you to relax and give you time to think about a proper response. Additionally, it is important to reframe. Changing the situation to make yourself feel differently about what is happening is an effective strategy to help with emotional regulation. Also, mindfulness, exactly what we just did. It can be used with deep breathing and being fully aware of yourself, everything around you, and completely in this moment right now where you are. And lastly, positive self talk. Your inner voice, thoughts, beliefs, and ideas that are encouraging. Only the positive things that are happening in your mind.
So with conflict resolution, it's really about being able to communicate in a way to end disputes and come to a compromise. Compromise is the key. So you can see avoiding the person is a way to not get into a fight or into a conflict. However, dodging an individual will not always be enough, especially if you have to keep seeing this person, if it's your friend, someone that you're going to be around enough that you need to get to the bottom of the kind of problem you guys are having. So compromising is the real way to resolve these conflicts. There's 3 steps. You have to agree to talk about it. So that's key because there shouldn't be any physical altercations or anything. We need to just talk about it. So that's what you agree on. You understand where the other person is coming from. That might be the hardest point to kind of do when you're in this argument, if you want to call it that, when you're trying to resolve this conflict. To really understand where the person's coming from is always going to be the most difficult. And then once you do that, it's easier to acknowledge the other person's main point and both agree to change your behavior. And so with compromising, you have to understand there is no winner and loser. You both are going to be winners and losers because you're compromising. You're making a change. You both are making a change. And one person doesn't make the change. And also some of the strategies for emotional regulation can be used. Deep breathing, being able to kind of be mindful in the moment when you're dealing with someone. This is going to help you kind of control that emotion when you're in this kind of compromising situation. Self-talk, understand that you know where you're coming from and be positive when you're doing it. Try not to spread any negativity.
So now we're going to play a game called Jeopardy. Here is how to play Jeopardy. So you can play individually or in groups. That is up to you and your instructor. You can pick a category and a point value. You choose the box for the question. The students must give the answer in the form of a question. So what is whatever the answer is. The teacher may want to set a time limit for answering the questions and to see if the student or group is correct. The student or team is correct, they are awarded the point value of the question, and you continue until all questions have been answered and the team with the most points wins. So we're going to play as 3 teams. And we're not going to go through the whole game. We're going to show you a few examples. So 1 question from each category. That way you have an understanding of what topics are on the board. Okay. So we are going to start by having someone buzz in. And depending on how your teacher or instructor wants you to play, you might have a buzzer, you might just say your name. That is up to you and how you feel is best to play. But for us, we are going to use the raise hand feature that is on Zoom. So whenever the team is ready, we're going to say Demetria will be team 1, Keely will be team 2, and Sasha is team 3. And then I will also be keeping points on my paper. Okay, so whenever y'all are ready, go ahead and raise your hands, and that's who we will see who plays first. So I'll count 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, the first person to raise their hand was Keely on my screen. So Keely, pick a category and pick your point value for which you want to go. And make sure you lower your hands on the Zoom feature.
Okay, I would like to do emotional regulation for 100.
Okay. So smelling the flowers and blowing out the candle. This will allow you to relax and give you time to think about a proper response.
What is deep breathing?
Correct. So you will be awarded 200 points.
I
Okay.
think that one was only worth 100.
Oh, thank you for correcting me. Okay. And now we're going to go back to the board. So Keely, you're going to be able to pick again.
I would like to do application for 300.
Okay. And after I read the question, anyone can buzz in. Okay. So you find yourself having negative thoughts. This is a way to help calm yourself. Sasha.
What is positive self-talk?
Correct. You will be awarded the points. All right. Now you get to pick the next question.
Let's do sharing for 100.
Okay, and remember, after I read the question, anyone can buzz in. Share a time you found yourself needing to regulate your emotions. Sasha.
I forgot to lower my hand, but we're back in it. Well, I guess one time I can remember I was playing baseball. I was on the sports team. I was in my high school.
Mm-hmm.
And the other team, I was pitching, and one of the dads from the other team yelled out something about my weight. I remember that vividly, and I had to kind of regulate myself on the mound. Just kind of what I did was mostly like deep breathing. At that time, I just remember breathing and just kind of zoning out about it and just giving myself positive self-talk while I was there on the mound.
So you kind of had to reassure yourself that, that's not true, and you kind of had to just disregard it.
And yeah, and like that he doesn't, that person doesn't know me and doesn't know who I am or how I am. And just attacking something like that is so like it's just not relevant. In the moment I was pitching really good, and that's why he said something about that, and so I just had to tell myself that like I'm pitching good and that's why he said it. So just using that positive self-talk and just not letting my emotions get too riled up.
Well, thank you for sharing that, Sasha. I'm sorry you went through that experience, but also thank you, Keely, for adding to that too. That was very nice. So Sasha, you will get the points for that. And you, because you answered, are going to be able to pick the next category. But also remember, after I read the question, anyone can buzz in. Okay, Sasha, what is your category?
Let's do conflict resolution for 500.
Okay, here we go. Make sure your hands are on the buzzer. Being able to communicate in a way to end disputes and come to a compromise. Keely?
What is conflict resolution?
You are correct, Keely, and you will be awarded the points.
Yes.
I like this game. I hadn't got any points or any opportunities yet.
Well, Demetria, you have to remember, do you know where this raise hand emoji is on your screen? You just click that, and then it'll put you in order of who raised their hands first. So just like Sasha did right now, okay? So we're gonna try again, okay? Keely is gonna pick the category, and then you'll have another opportunity to buzz in, okay? And even if you get it wrong, that's okay. We're all here to learn, and we're all here to have fun, okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right, so Keely, it's your turn.
Okay, let's do, how would this make you feel positive emotions for 200?
Okay. Receiving news you won a prize. Demetria.
Is it what is excited?
Let us see. It is. It is. You are on the board. Okay, and you will be awarded 200 points. Okay, so let's go back to our board. And I think we have gone through at least one category on each. So now that you all have an idea of how to play and some of the responses that are in each category, we're going to go back to our PowerPoints. So some contact information if you find yourself needing to ask some questions. You can contact Gian Jones. She is our fieldwork coordinator. Her email and her office phone number is available. And then today we talked about emotional regulations and how deep breathing, mindfulness, and positive self-talk can help you to regulate your emotions. We also learned about conflict resolution, what is it, and some steps that you can take to help resolve a conflict that you find yourself in. And we all hope that you're going to be able to use these strategies and techniques in your life. And as always, we want to thank you for welcoming us into your space and discussing with us emotional regulation and conflict resolution.